Okay, I'm doing a room walkthrough. This is my two spare rackets and all of my hats. Can of Wilson tennis balls. Typically use Wilson, and I use Prince tennis rackets. Those two are spares because let's see here if I can get in nice and close on it. This one is cracked. Got that playing with a friend of mine back in high school. And then this one here I'm not going to take off the rack, but it is misshapen. I went for a serve, lost my grip on the way down, and it smacked right up against the court. Um, this hat is slightly special as opposed to the rest. I got this at the beach 2 years ago. This guy was spray painting hats on the boardwalk. It's pretty cool, pretty worth it. I wear it often. Metallica. My first heavy metal band. My buddy introduced me to that. Middle of high school. Tap Out. I haven't been watching it as much because it isn't on Spike as often as it used to be. But it was an absolute blast watching Tough, The Ultimate Fighter. I know I was way into it, knew all the fighters, and I've since slipped away from that. And then a Penn State hat, because I go to Penn State. Let's see here. Here's my drink collection because I had too much meal plan left at the end of semester. The original Rockstar and the Punched I got with my leftover meal plan. These I all got from Big Lots, which is amazing because they're actually serving name brand items. The guava is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend it. You might not be able to see them because they're all hidden. These are mainly punched. Punched is amazing. The grape recovery, I haven't had in a long time. I'll let you know how that is later. Here's my gaming setup. My TV is actually hooked up to all of these. I have a nice TV that allows all inputs. PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2 snugged in here. GameCube. Unfortunately, I only have one remote for each of my three gaming systems. My HDMI cable running to my PlayStation 3 is remarkably long. It's like 15 feet, but it only needs to span 2 feet. So I wrapped it around a CD case. I thought this was quite clever. If anyone has a better idea, try me. This is a Monster. I don't particularly drink Monster often, but my buddy got it for me, and I actually have been using it as a headphone stand. It looks great like that, and after I drink it, I'll probably put sand in it to weigh it down and still keep it as a headphone rest. I like it that much for that purpose. If you could see this, of course, we get DirecTV, and then we're moving on to my main entertainment system here. A Dynex television. I've honestly never heard of it before this, owning one. If you look off to the left and to the right, I use two speakers there. A third one here in the middle. So obviously that's 5.1. I have the other two in the back of my room, there, and then back there. And then of course my Chuck Norris poster. And now I'm just getting completely diverted. I'm going to sneak off to the back of my room here. This laptop is actually completely useless. I upgraded recently, and I'll go over that too. These two speakers are from Gateway 2000s. They are absolutely ancient, but they still work. They are brilliant. All of my textbooks are there. And then my day-to-day planner is underneath. It looks all nice and professional and whatnot. Desktop lamp. Couple of old brackets. And a junior racket, just to kind of look really nice. Back to my main system here. I forgot to point this out. I actually have a Mac Mini hiding underneath my GameCube. And then the Mac Mini, of course, is hooked up to my television as well. And then, of course, underneath my television, I have my laptop and a secondary monitor. And I really like this setup instead of having three monitors. All horizontal. My laptop isn't powerful enough to run all three screens at a time. I was personally hoping that it would. Unfortunately, it won't. So I have my Mac Mini to the large TV, which is no big deal. I paid the extra $15 for light up backlight. Well worth it. Tons and tons of things plugged in here. Of course, the HDMI cable going to the second television. Let's see here. This is actually my cell phone charger. This is to my Kensington trackball. I do really like trackballs, as opposed to a mouse. I I don't know. They just seem kind of clever, and I like them. And then this headphone. This is actually a splitter. It runs to two separate things. It runs to my undermounted speakers, and then around the side, I have a sub. Just snugs in right there. It's beautiful. And then underneath is what else it's splitting to. Splitting to a boom box. So it's stereo, it's got left and right, it's got subs coming out the sides. And then you can see a bit of my cable management there. It's not brilliant, but I thought it was quite clever, and it works quite nice. Here's my keyboard and my mouse for my Macintosh. I typically don't use it that often. It's typically not on my little tray table here. If you can see, I have this kind of crummily done blue EL light, electroluminescent light, that snakes around the side, and then to the other side, and then over to my game setup. You actually kind of got to get underneath because it's on the lip there, but that lights up beautifully at night. And then, let's see here, on my desktop, I have Nostromo keypad, and it takes basically the left half of my keyboard and breaks it down to 10 buttons, and it's quite useful. I like it. I use it often. This is actually a PlayStation 3i. I use this as my main voice chat microphone. I got the drivers, free source code drivers, and it works extremely well. My friends are always saying like how they can hear the interstate that runs along my house, like when a car drives by, or when it's raining, they can hear the rain. If someone wants a cheap webcam with a brilliant microphone, try and find a PS3i, and then just get the free source driver software. And then here's my Kensington trackball. I really quite like it. I lost the handrest pad. I miss that a lot. I really like it. This is, of course, a remote. This goes to my television set here. Should point out I have plenty of awesome dual wallpapers. See if I can bring up the program just to kind of advertise for it, because I love this program. It's under wallpapers, dual wallpapers, I think. Nope, it's just under normal wallpapers, which is here, and it is called dual wallpaper. Let's get in here all nice and close. Dual wallpaper. I use this for all my wallpapers. It is brilliant. And then it actually just tricks the software. What it does is it puts it on tile, and then it makes them just the right aspect ratio for both of your screens, and then tile will actually overlap them correctly, so it works for two screens. You can finagle it yourself using the tile command, but it's just really, really difficult. I think I only have about maybe 10 dual wallpapers, and I have it on 30 seconds, so I think you just saw this one because it's on a really weird repeat, and there's not much about it. If you were looking at this blue thing, this is actually a light bulb for nighttime. I stick it up in my fan here, and then it makes my whole room blue. It's pretty sweet. This is my clock, which also glows blue, and I will have a nighttime video here soon, because my headboard has two strobe lights behind it that flash blue as well. Blue isn't necessarily my favorite color. It's just I got this bar light first, and I decided to get blue strobe lights for fun, and this blue EL wire here. And like I said, you're not going to be able to see it too well because it's quite bright right now. It's still the middle of the day, and my room is very, very bright. See here, I can also go over, this is my CD stack. I thought it looked very appropriate here on the side. Most of my CDs are actually not in this case, they're in my travel case, because I still use CDs in my car. And if there's anything I can point out, keep buying CDs. CDs are about, I think they're 7 times the quality of MP3s that you get off of iTunes. So if you're an audiophile like me, definitely get those and get CDs, or try and find downloads online that are lossless. And oh, here's my headphones that I was pointing out. They should be on that monster container, but they're not. These are Sennheisers HD 280 Pros. I love them. They're about $99. What's that? 1/3 the price of Beats. But if you look up the frequency response, they're just as good, if not better. The only place they sacrifice, well, it's not even really sacrificing, it's just the Beats are bass heavy, which I really don't mind at all, that these have normal bass. These are monitoring headphones. They don't do heavy bass. They do really good everything. So if you're looking for heavy bass, these aren't it, but these are brilliant for people who don't live in the hood and don't care if their bass is thumping. I've had them for maybe 2 or 3 years now, and they are brilliant. I might give a review on those later to point out the better specs. Let me take a step back here, see if I can think of anything else. I really can't. I pointed out my surround sound. It's not currently plugged into my laptop right now. It's only my television. So my television comes out in surround sound, and my computer and second monitor comes out through my undermounted speakers on the left and the right, and the sub that's hidden in the back, and then the boombox, which is underneath. I definitely need to work on my cable management over here on the side. That is really bothering me. But other than that, I'm really quite happy with my setup. And, I don't know. Other reviews to come. Thank you for watching.